many seconds left on the clock?
10 seconds.
All right, we're here for the first round of the finals of WCL Season 3. NS and AM are our finalists. This is a best-of-9 series. I believe this is AM's map selection. Is that correct, Kellen?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Kellen is our moderator here today. Both Ruskov and I are streaming simultaneously, so you can catch us on either one of those channels. You'll be able to watch it in 2 different camera angles, I guess, if you watch it.
Launch it, Kellen.
If you watch at the same time. Best-of-9 series, and
we might sit here for a long time.
It's going to be a...
Get ready. Yeah, we might be here for a long, long time.
I could see this being a good final.
Yeah. Exactly. 2 really good teams playing each other. So for the lineups, we have NS going in with 1 E4, 1 bad chat, 2 IS7s, 1 mouse, 1 50B, and 1 113. And from AM side, we have 2 T110 E4s, 2 T57 heavies, 1 mouse, 1 P100, and 1 MX50B. Pretty similar lineups. I see some little differences between the lineups, but you need some armor on this map, obviously.
Well, AM's got a little bit more burst fire. You got more autoloaders.
AM's going with a heavier lineup, and NS more mobile, I'd say, besides the mouse.
They have a bad chat, so the bad chat can be an advantage, but it can also be a handicap. So we'll see what's going on here. Joker is taking the 9 lane, get some early spots. Pretty interesting now to see the mouse. Sorry, I forgot the name. The mouse getting used now in comps because I remember WCL2. There was no people playing mouse in the finals because of the armor, but since it got buffed, you can see now that it's getting used more.
Wasn't it still? It was still a tier 9.
Yeah, 761 for WCL2. Maybe more Clan Wars time. Maybe
the mouse was
Yeah, you're thinking.
But you said the mouse was a tier 9? No.
No. The WCL2 was a tier
9. Oh, WCL2, yeah.
You're thinking of the Clan Wars tournament.
Yeah, the Clan Wars. Got everything mixed up. My bad.
So far, both teams here have found their positions. They've set themselves up. NS has position on the south side of the cap, AM on the north side of the cap. They're both feeling each other out. No one's landed any damage yet, but they've fired a few shots at each other. Now, Kellen, you've been in this position before. You've been some of these stalemate matches. You've got a lot more experience in the battlefield than either of the two of us do. What's going on right now in the comms for these teams?
Really, neither team wants to make a move that would result in them being down hit points or even a tank. They want the other team to make a mistake first so they can take advantage of it.
I think you need to be just really patient, but also you have to be really careful and know when you can push the enemy team and take the advantage, because these teams don't make a lot of mistakes, but when they do, they can be a game changer. So just need to be careful and get ready. Yeah, APCR getting hit from by jokers.
Yeah. He seems to have moved up a little farther than
Mr. APCR.
Yeah.
He's
got hard cover though. Not in any sort of exposed area.
Willows is in an interesting position for a 50B. Some blind shots to try to damage Jokers, but
Yeah,
nothing hits.
Willows right now just trying to make sure that Jokers can't get up behind APCR and the mouse.
Exactly.
'Cause that would be
Join
devastating.
the rest of his team. Well, 3,000 HP, you better not lose them, because otherwise you'll be in a bad position right from the beginning. But yeah, I think that's why NS have a little advantage here, because they have a bad shot. They can outspot those heavy tanks, of course. But if AM starts to push, then well, that's what they're doing, I think. Yeah, that's what they're doing. We have a push from AM, maybe getting in some advanced positions.
Daddy Rev got a nice quick shot in the incisive motion. But AM drives through the cap. They own the center of the town now. Slight high ground.
They are bleeding a lot of hit points though, and this early in the round could be pretty bad.
Yeah, that's really true, but you never know. Some shots can change the game. Someone gets hammer-racked or set on fire, especially with those big heavy guns that you have. Thinking about the E4, for example. NS have a really interesting position. They're just taking control of their little quarter of the map. They're a bit split, but not as much as AM. Willow's trying to sneak in the back.
Big shots going to EK there.
Yeah. Kaiser gets hit as well from Cruz, I believe it was. It might have been Willows.
Yeah, EK got punished pretty badly.
Yeah, Willows is able to put a full clip into Kaiser there.
He went all the way from the 0 line and he circled the map and came all the way over to the 1 line and got some side shots in on Kaiser.
I said it 30 seconds ago. I've seen him going in the back and sneaking.
The whole time, Genuine Jokers has remained in the spot that he was sitting in, countering Willows initially.
Spotted, but might get something on Flashboy and Parco. Not right now, but later. The Parco is watching him, making sure he doesn't do anything.
Willows
I think AM are just AM are gonna try to flank them and get around them and just pressure them from all sides.
Julius Boozer taking 2.
Yep.
Bounces the 3rd. 3 hits connect from Cruz. Now it's Willow's turn.
Kaiser goes down.
Kaiser goes down. Flashboy and Parco pushing.
Tweaky takes 2 big hits from the IS-7s.
Ooh, this
making him
be really
1 to 2 shot.
He moves in on Julius though, so that Willow can put an extra
V
shot
takes
into
out
his
Parco.
So Genuine needs to get in, but he's still halfway done with his reload. But once he will, he should be able to do quite a bit of damage to AM right now.
Willows is getting ready to clip.
They take out Virality before he reloads. EK's on a 1 shot.
Rupture takes out APCR. Willows takes out EK.
Pretty
it's
close
a 3v3.
battle.
Yep. Down goes Daddy Rev.
AM with the extra gun. NS with the extra health.
Jokers goes for a reload right here, and this is really the time that they need to push. AM does. If Jokers gets away though.
Willows could catch Rupture in a really bad position.
Oh, he just sneaks around that corner before Jokers comes around. Jokers doesn't actually come around though. He's just gonna hide
Cruz
out
there. Cruz might be a 1-shot for Rupture, but not incisive.
Cruz and Motion are gonna push in on Ninja. I think they sensed that Jokers went for an early reload.
Jokers got him. Motion might go down.
He does.
Yes, down goes motion.
But Joker's put a
Willows
lot of
take that
shot.
rupture. Ooh,
How many
this one's
shots
gonna
does
be
Joker's have
really
left?
close.
Joker's on
reloading.
reload.
Nice. This is close. Clutch
Willow's
here.
also on reload. Knows he has to stay behind Joker's.
What a first game, guys. What a first game.
Now, if Jokers
Obviously,
can get away,
Willows will
if
reload
Jokers
before,
can
but
get away and lose
Yeah.
that spot, he has the advantage with the range.
so he's
For
gonna
sure.
try to do, but Willows will be reloaded before him. Jokers needs to be really careful here. Willows going in, might try to ram him. Oh, and down goes Willows.
NS
NS.
taking round 1.
NS
Pretty-
barely.
That
Another
was really close. Yeah.
5,000 damage dealt by Jokers there.
Jokers, yeah.
4,000 by Cruz. 4,300 by Willows. Wow, big numbers put up here on the board in this round 1.
Can you please open the room so that we can come in? We've switched
Yep.
servers.
Yep, I can get that taken care of.
Wow, Pat, all you've missed is round 1 so far.
What's the map?
Ghost Town.
Really?
Yep.
Who chose
Room
the
should be open.
AM chose the Ghost Town.
AM?
And NS just took the first round with one tank alive. Was a 1v1 between Jokers and Captain Willows.
All right, here we
Okay.
are.
Here we go.
Incredibly
Here
close
go.
round 1. NS narrowly getting that final 1v1 victory. You guys do the call outs of the tanks here at the start.
Oh, well, let me correct something. My stream was actually up, just an error message by OBS, so everything's fine. Also on my side. So we'll just get both 2 camera angles, one from Weasel and one for me for the finals. So, anyone do the lineup?
AM coming out with 2 E4s, 1 T57 heavy, E100, and AMX 50B, and 2 113s.
I'll go ahead and do the NS1. They're coming out with 4 Batchat, 2 IS7s, a mouse, an IS50B, or excuse me, an AMX 50B, and a 113.
Excellent.
We have a slight change from last round. We have 2 113s for AM. They just changed their IS7s, I believe. Yeah, we have 2 113s instead of the 2 IS7s, and nothing new from NS side.
And this was NS's map choice, right? Or no, AM's, right?
This was AM's, yeah. AM home team. Pick this map. APCR going in really early, getting ammo-racked by EK. Interesting. Broco trying to sneak in the corner.
APCR has tucked himself into that corner. Center. The
Interesting position by Jokers.
Yeah, Magda has an interesting position too.
Yeah. He's a bit alone. He's a bit on the outside.
Jokers has gotten up on that boost spot there. I missed him getting up there. I've never actually figured out how to get up there. Quickly,
Oh, it's just
anyway.
you just go in and there's a little slide where you can just get forward. The new physics.
I've just never been able to do it quickly, smoothly. I turn around and
Same for me.
these guys
Don't
are
worry.
always up there. I'm like, how did they get that? They're so fast.
Oh, EK gets hit by motion, but gives him a shot back. Obviously
A
not the
little
same
shove
alpha
helps
damage.
for sure.
APCR trying to peek from his corner he was hiding in.
APCR is in a good position. He got in really early. Rupture in EK can't back up. a lot because Flash Boy's watching.
It only cost him 1 hit too, getting there. It was a pretty fair
Yeah.
trade.
Well, you got Amarak, and the 113 has a really weak Amarak. When you play it, you know it. So the turret could have blown up, but you know these teams have really good crew, so.
All right, Magna's gonna, looks like he's moving up to make a play. He doesn't know Virality is sitting right around that corner with the autoloader.
Yep. Flash Boy's gaining in.
Okay, here comes
Here he
Magna.
comes.
Yep.
AM
Push from A.
Okay, here comes.
And
should be
AM's
Virality.
piling in from
Ooh,
the
yeah,
front.
push from AM.
Magna gets an ammo rack against him.
Oh, Ninja's getting worked
V is
over.
coming in.
AM made the better push there.
Yeah. AM, amazing push, honestly.
They're all together, all
Magna
focusing.
trying to
Fire
take
took
out
it out.
Rupture. There he goes.
Ooh, Flash Boy gets
Arco's
Rupture.
down as well.
They did a great job sharing hit points in that push, and
Exactly.
being able to take 2 IS-7s out, definitely worth it.
They just push together. When you push together and you focus fire, and you're synchronized.
Daddy Rev goes down for NS. 2 tank lead for AM right now.
It's
Yes.
a 6v4.
Few one-shot
Couple of
tanks
one
here
shots.
though.
Yeah.
V got down.
Tweaky just pushed in there and took out Virality. Big hit against him. That was.
Huh.
APCR eats the shot from Kaiser so that Tweaky and Cruz can move in.
Yeah, Tweaky's. There it goes.
Joker's
Willow's-
jumping on
Willow's
his chance
still
to take
full
out
HP.
Incisive and
Oh.
Tweaky at the same time.
Genuine can get out of this a lot. Nope. Too bad. Now it's just the mouse.
Now it's a big German boy.
Yeah,
A lot of
he's
health, but it's not going to be enough.
Not gonna last long against
Two
these guys.
autoloaders.
Especially with that 57 heavy waiting. Probably loaded some heat.
Yeah,
Ready to
just about
go.
ready.
Get ready. Only 1 second.
Yeah, Magna's just running away, letting the autoloaders deal with him.
And
Willow's
Willows will
about
be
to shoot.
loaded.
Yeah,
Yep.
there we go.
And here we go. 1-1.
AM.
Yep. Really nice push. Lethal.
Excellent. AM ties it up on the Ghost Town, their map choice. Flashboy leading his team, barely. Him and Willow shared the damage there, just over 3,500 each by them. Over on NS's side, no one even breaking 3,000 damage. So no one getting any major high rolls. We saw some 4,000 and 5,000 damage games from a couple individuals in the first round, but this one's spread a little more evenly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think AM just took the advantage that they had more armor and they didn't have a bad chat, so they probably just read the play and knew that there would be more of their tanks in town. So really early push, really nice push, and good focus fire. That's it. Not much to say on this one. GG.
All right, we're getting ready for round 3. They split the first 2 rounds.
Yep.
NS
Nice.
has now picked Proc.
And let's get right into it. Round 3.
Now, I was trying to remember, Pat, what is it that NS stands for? Because we were saying it stood for never second, but it was slightly different than that. It wasn't quite never second. It's
Now you're putting me on the spot.
I believe it's second to none.
second
there
to
you
none.
go.
That's
That
what it
was
was.
Okay, so AM going in with 1 T100 LT, 3 bad chats, and 3 IS-7s. NS going in with a 140, 1 STB1, 2 bad chats, 2 IS-7s, and 1 Chieftain. This one should be interesting.
Yeah, interesting choice to bring the STB.
Yeah,
I know,
that's what
good
I'm
gun depression, but really troll gun.
Exactly. Good DPM, by the way, also.
Oh, definitely.
Now, the name Never Second, I'd like to just touch on that quickly. That name Never Second comes from the fact that a lot of these guys on the NS team are former champions, and there was an upset where they got second place. And they rechanged their name. They rebranded their team, and now they're saying second to none. They will never be second again.
Well, we'll see at the end of this. Definitely. So,
Both teams have very good players on them.
Oh yeah. Definitely. That's why I said we might be in for a long time here. We started on the first round, really close game. This time on proc. AM playing around the capture flag. Rupture trying to get in some early damage.
So yeah, I just did a big checked all of the streams to make sure that everybody had their delays set properly. All looks good.
Great.
I saw a comment that made it look suspicious, like somebody might have had a little bit of advanced information, but when I checked the streams, they're all good to go. So
Yeah, I've double checked mine like 10 or 20 times now.
AM pushing.
AM being
Big
very
one.
aggressive.
Yep.
yes, they are.
They
This
even
could
bring
be
the
also
bat
an,
chats in.
NS are split.
Rupture and EK are in trouble. EK goes down.
EK goes down.
He's focused huge. Rupture's on fire. He's gonna
Yep,
burn
and
out.
he goes down too.
Rupture getting in.
Incisive is a one
AM
shot.
are in a bad
And he goes
position
down.
now.
Willows is a one shot.
They're wide in the open.
They all just scattered in different directions afterwards too. So
Willows
NS
is lucky to be alive. Oh my goodness.
NS has a tank up on top of the hill. They got 2 tanks on the south of the tracks, and they've got 2 tanks out in the field.
Yep.
Magna Flashboy, I don't know how he ended up over there playing tag with these bat chats, but somehow he's gonna.
They're reloading, so we just came to harass them a little bit.
Yep. While they were on a reload, he wanted to take advantage of it.
Nice, interesting.
So here comes the big push under the tracks.
Yep. V is in a bad spot.
Looks like they're taking down V first. Now here comes, oh, Cruz goes down. Okay, here comes Kaiser. Willows is still a one shot, and Kaiser did not see the one shot, and then he fired
Look at Daddy
Parker
Rev.
instead.
Look at
But
Daddy
Willows
Rev.
gets taken out from the hill.
Daddy's getting some free damage from up top.
Yep.
The STV1s.
Kaiser just bounced.
Arco bounces.
Oh, Tweaky is getting in.
Daddy
Parker's
Rev
a one
gets the
shot.
ammo
Samurai.
rack Parco.
Who's gonna get in? And Kaiser wins it.
Oh.
And
Now
it's
Tweaky is in the
reverses
open for Daddy
fortunes.
Rev. Yeah, this one is a really interesting one.
Daddy Rev's
Daddy-
position is going to be a big game-changing spot here. I can
Yep.
see. Because
Tweaky is pinned.
Tweaky can't guard the tracks properly. He would have been able to take out Kaiser if it wasn't for Daddy. Daddy's just gonna, pepper
Here
him
comes
all day.
Magna.
Flash Boy coming on him.
Oh boy, Tweaky's a one shot, but will Magna get there before he can finish off Tweaky?
Ooh.
In a 1v1,
Well, here you see-
oh, Magna's getting eaten alive.
You just see the STV1 in action right here. As soon as you have a little place where you can just use your gun depression and use your...
Now Tweaky's gonna
really
get shot in the
good deep down.
backside.
Everything's just going good for you.
And NS evens, or takes a 1-game lead.
2-1 for NS.
All right, so as a reminder, actually, let's do the damage first. 4,500 damage for Daddy Rev from the STV up top. Big game for him there. Parco, Cruz, and Mr. Fame all breaking 2,000 for AM. But other than Daddy Rev, no one getting any major big scores there. NS takes the lead, 2 games, 2 rounds to 1 now.
Did you announce the 2 lineups for this round?
Sure. For NS, we're looking at an Object 140, an STB1, 2 Bat Chats, an IS-7, a Chieftain, and a 113. For AM, we're looking at a Stritzwagen, a T100LT, a pair of Bat Chats, and 3 113s.
And you have a 1X?
Pat had enough time to do the entire call out of the lineups before I was even loaded in the game.
Yeah, same for me. Same for me.
That is the Xbox One X for you guys.
Yeah, well. Are you a salesman for Microsoft?
No, but I have plenty of friends that work there. For those who don't know, I
Okay.
live in Seattle, so I do literally have lots of Microsoft and Boeing and a few of the other local companies.
Wow.
Flashboy taking the STRV up to the hill.
This can be a deadly weapon if you use it right.
We've got Incisive Motion going to the center, getting the spots. He spotted basically the entire team, even Julius Boozler, who's a little delayed to get lit up there. Aggressive middle stance here by both teams. We've got Flashboy and the Sturv taking the high ground.
Motion getting hit.
Virality
is
getting hit far
hit.
back.
Oh my god. Who hit him? What was that? An STRV?
Might have been a 113.
It had to have been the 113. I can't see.
Oh
anything
yeah, of
else.
course. Didn't see that. V might get pushed here. Willow's playing really aggressive. Ooh, Willow's pushing on virality.
I think he's gonna push in.
Well, he's sitting in the open, so.
Yeah, but if they turn to take him,
Oh, we have a fight in the middle, guys. Daddy Rev getting cleaned up by AM.
Arco takes him down.
Down goes Daddy.
Tweaky gets ammo racked and tracked. He doesn't have a second kit. Oh, he does. He repairs his track, and I'm sure he repairs ammo rack as well.
EK is just using his main asset, his DPM, to pick out and get in some serious damage.
I saw the
Down
ammo
goes
rack
Kaiser.
pop up on Parco too. Let's hit again. 1 gun lead for AM.
Joker's already loaded. Down
And that
goes
evens up the
Parco.
guns.
I'm seeing
Boy,
This
they're
one's
changing
also
so
really
so
fast.
many ammo racks
Really
appear.
close. Yeah.
EK's down to a 1-shot. Rexio's a 1-shot, and EK goes down. Rexio, boy, as fast as you can call them off, they disappear.
Cruz
Well,
is in a
Meg
good
is
position. He goes on a
pretty-
reload though. 3v3.
Julius, what is Julius doing? He's gonna kill Willows, you think?
Yeah, they're gonna jump Willows
They're
here, I
looking
think.
for
They're
it.
both loaded and Willows isn't.
Willow should be loaded any second.
Waiting for, I think they're waiting for Rupture to get in the middle and push on Magna.
Yes, they want Rupture in position. However, now they just spotted the Stritzwagen.
Oh, now the Sturzwagen is busy.
Ooh, good hit on Willows.
Jokers versus Willows.
Oh, and the
Sturv takes
Stritzwagen
down
takes
Jokers.
out.
Jeez.
Julius takes down Willows. Cruz
Sergeant
though.
Cruz.
Oh, look at him go down fast.
Ooh.
Oh,
And there
boost!
you go.
Ooh.
And Boozler dodges the shot from Flashboy, and here comes Rupture to bully Flashboy.
With a ram, first of all.
And he bounces.
Lack of balance.
Well, Rep should get through this with no damage taken. He's looks like he gave up there at the end. That was a Magnus salute, I guess. So NS takes both of them on Proc.
That was their map choice, and they showed that it was a good map choice for them. It's now a 3-1 lead for NS. Big damage dealers,
Okay.
Ruptured Ninja, 3600, and Genuine Jokers in his bat chat getting 3000. On AM's side, Willows in his bat chat getting just shy of 3300. So we're going into
As
round
usual.
5. This is the third map. We did Ghost Town, which was split 1-1, and then NS has won both sides of Proc. That was their map choice. Now we're going to AM's second map choice, which is Sand River, and they've come out with an STRV, T100, 2 bat chats, an IS7, Chieftain, and a 113. Called NS Pat.
Sure. NS has come out with an Object 140, 2 Bat Chats, 2 IS7s, a Chieftain, and a 113.
Kind of curious as to Kaiser and EK's spot here. Climbing the edge of the map and trying to get quick shots in on Sisif as you're expecting him to crest that hill.
I'm curious whether they're going to try and get Tweaky on the other side up there into a boost position on top of that hill. Kind of looks like they're lining up for it. Yep, that looks like exactly what they're going to do. Let's see if they can get a Chieftain up that hill. And he makes it.
And yes, they can.
Now we've seen
Ooh.
STRVs up there, and we've seen Chieftains up there. I
Yep.
believe AVM put a Chieftain up there last week against NS and beat NS with a Chieftain up there. Was that not is my memory
That does sound
correct?
familiar.
I know that this was the map that NS had lost one round to against AVM. AVM came out and won the very first round of the series.
I wonder if that's why AM chose this map. AM probably watched the footage of that battle and thought, we can maybe improve on that a little bit.
And then AVM, I guess I can give spoilers about the bronze match.
It should be long past. Yeah, it's all done.
And then AVM chose this map against UNL in the bronze match and won both sides of it. So
there you go.
So AM is sending 4 of their tanks around the south side, doing a rotation. They've got their Chieftain still up in that perch spot, out of my render range. He's there. And they've got Parco in the IS-7, just below the cap on that hill that everyone tries to send at least one tank there, it seems. It's a good spot.
Do you think NS know that there might be a tank up there and just not going on that side?
I'm sure they
Tweaky
suspect
now.
it.
He's pretty far.
Well, I haven't been able to keep an eye on whether anyone's been detected. Jokers has been hit. I didn't catch how that happened.
I didn't either. But Tweaky hasn't been spotted yet. And
Parco getting in the cap.
yes.
Virality is taking a lot of damage.
Parco is spotted as well. Oh, they're pushing north, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens now. Tweaky is spotted, and they are pushing his direction. Can he hold that position if they push on him?
I don't know.
The Stritz
If you could track them.
somebody.
It's a hard
I think
spot to get him
UNL put
out
us-
of, but I don't know if you'll be able to do a whole lot with that many guns waiting for him to peek.
Right. Keep them spotted for sure.
Gets a free shot on Jokers and backs out.
Daddy Rev is coming around the backside. How good is that position from the back? I'm going to take a closer look here.
Decisive Motion's moving in for a spotting position.
Yeah, looks like he can tuck in pretty well there. As long as he doesn't that bump, he stays in that little niche right there, I think he's okay.
Yeah, they're basically to get him out of there. They're gonna have to take the same way they got him up there, and
Exactly.
if Twiki can track them.
Why do I feel like
I
Wargaming's
don't
going to
think-
watch this stream and alter the top of this hill?
Yeah,
Next
there'll be
patch,
an
Monday
invisible
morning,
wall
we're
put
going
in.
to do an update. This spot's going to be gone.
You'll have a castle up there right for Monday.
Well, this
It's
is
really been
interesting. NS is
disappointing.
pulling back. They have totally surrendered map control. Tweak
They
and Blank
clearly
are-
have an advantage right now. 50 seconds left on the clock.
Flash Boy in the stir.
30 seconds. AM's just forcing NS's hand at this point.
Exactly. Slash Boy waiting for Jokers.
20 seconds on the clock. They must have put another guy on it. Motion comes in to take out Jokers. Not detected yet.
Daddy Rev is getting worked over by Tweaky.
Takes him out. Gulius is going in for a reset. Oh, he slows up.
Might also be a suicide mission. But at this point, what did they have to lose?
Wow, Tweaky's gotten
Not
4
much.
pens in on
It's
Daddy Rev.
AM's match to lose here. They own the cap. They own the health advantage. They have an
Yeah.
extra gun.
Yep, Tweaky
Ooh, they got
finally takes a
reset.
hit.
They got the reset, but they're just down too much health and too many
2
tanks.
tanks, yeah.
All it's going to do is buy this round some extra time.
Yeah, I really don't see how NS could overturn this. Motion pushes on virality.
AM sucked both those heavies, Ruptured and Kaiser, into the ditch there. And they'll be
Now
able
they've
to
gotta
get
be able to
shots from
castle.
both sides on them.
Down goes V.
Yeah, they've got to get all the guns in though. Otherwise, it's not going to a lot of guns. Yeah, even Rexio's going to come over the top here, it looks like. Yep, there he goes.
Obviously calling focus fire on Kaiser first.
That's what the good teams do. Always. One of the main rules.
And there we go, it's just EK. He's about 2 shots away. And we're 1 in a fire.
Fire.
That'll do it
Burns
too.
out.
Good job, AM.
AM
7-0
brings it back to
victory.
3-2. AM did
go
not
ahead and-
lose a single tank there. They have Flash Boy and Tweaky both breaking 3,000 damage. Resco breaking 2,000. And over on NS's side, I think that's some of the lowest damage numbers I've seen from them as a group. Only 2 of them breaking 1,000 damage.
Yeah, they did not look like they had a good backup plan after
No.
running into the chieftain.
So,
So go ahead and pick your winner.
So we have a
So,
3-2.
Timer. What's going on with the timer? 10 seconds remaining.
10
Yep,
seconds.
just about done.
3-2 series right now for NS in the lead. AM trying to tie it up on Sand River.
And time is up. Well, I mean, the least we could say is that we're not bored. We're entertained.
For sure.
I just took a quick look to answer your question, Ruskov. I just took a quick look. I believe I've shattered my all-time single viewer count at one moment. I'm over 150 viewers right now.
Wow, cool.
With my little
Awesome.
12 people, that's 160, let's say.
Yeah.
Well, and Gucci's hosting as well, so there's probably some
Oh, yeah, people from
viewers over there still as well.
Matt, want to announce an S? I'll do AM.
Sure. NS is bringing a 140, a pair of Bat Chats, a pair of IS-7s, a Chieftain, and a 113.
Interesting choice for AM, going in with one Yak Panzer E100, one T100 LT, two Bat Chats, two IS-7s, and one Chieftain. This one should be interesting.
Yeah, where are they going to put that E100?
Oh, Flashboy right off the bat. I was sitting there making a quick note for myself, and Flashboy got in there real quick.
Well, T100 is really agile. You can do a lot of things with it.
I think they're going to try and boost that E100 up there onto the rock at F1.
F1. Isn't it too heavy?
I don't know.
I mean, if
We'll
they're
find out.
trying, that means
They've
it
got
works.
four tanks pushing it.
Oh, God. Choo choo!
Oh,
Daisy
gosh.
train.
You have a train.
They are really lucky that they're not being more
If they're-
aggressive scouting that out, because that would
if
be
they're
a Bat
doing it-
Chat's nightmare.
If they're doing it now, it means that it worked when they've tried, so.
Yeah, they wouldn't
Oh,
try
kinda.
this for the first time in a comp, that's
exactly,
for sure.
Exactly.
Yep.
The Yak Panzer
Oh,
is
and Cruz
really
gets
heavy.
a hit. Somebody just took a shot and blind shot him. That was a shot meant for Willows.
Ooh.
Hit Cruz by accident.
How they go all getting hit?
But it's all blind, so they're not hitting. They
not that
can't
much
get him up there
They got
because
him.
Cruz
They
had to
got
pull
him.
out.
We got
Oh,
it.
they did. Okay, just barely. That was a
It's
close
really
one.
interesting that they're willing to blind fire that with Bat Chats like clip and reload.
Did you see how many bounces came in?
Well, once they figured out that they committed all of their tanks to doing that one maneuver, they don't have to worry about being flanked, right?
Yeah, now they're spotted. I'm really curious to see how Incisive does. He took one hit getting up there, it looks like.
Yeah, but it'll be
Yeah,
hard to hit him
400.
again. He should be able to keep his lower plate covered, and that's really the biggest thing for this spot.
If he can connect, that'll be.
Well, but by doing that, AM lost some bit of HP, but with the motion up there.
No one lost any substantial health though. Like it was just
Yeah.
one or two hits on a couple different tanks, but no one's
seen
really
a-
substantially hurt.
I've seen a good amount of bounces though, because of the blind fires.
Had they actually had spots on those guys, it would have been.
Probably yes. Well, this one should be interesting. Remember, guys, that there's a capture point in the middle, so
Yep. And you can see NS is making a little move around south now. Julius scouting out ahead. Kaiser and Virality are in kind of a cover and watch position.
So we got Gulius coming around here, might end up protecting. Oh no, Flashboy jumps into the ditch.
Gulyu is getting spotted by Flashboy.
He's got to be careful.
Ooh, Flashboy gets hit.
Again.
Yeah, Flashboy's gotta watch it. Light tanks don't have that much health.
Yep. It's an aggressive position, but you've got to have the map control to hold it. Yeah, I love playing that position in randoms, but if I see the flank going down, especially the southern flank, I know I've got to abandon the position because it's too easy to get spotted out from there.
So NS is definitely leading the damage here. I mean, AM
Yeah.
hasn't landed a single shot yet, but you know, we're still waiting to see if that Yeg can do something from up top. That can be a game-changing hit, like one hit.
That's for sure. What's the alpha on that thing again? 1100 or something? 1050 or something like that?
I mean, the only way to pen motion here is by hitting him with heat rounds, and not many tanks have heat from NS side. We only have the 2 bad shots actually, and the 113, my bad. Rupture with his premium round. Don't think he could get something at distance.
Okay,
Because
we've
you
got a
know the
little
problem in APR.
south end swing coming. Cruz and Willows are going to try and.
We got Resco and Parco.
Well, Gulius is spotted. And he spotted Cruz. Okay, so that slowed everybody down. Virality's coming to back up Boozler. Wow. AM has lost 22% of their health without doing anything in reply. Oh, look at that. 28%.
No, now it's 22.
No, there might be a
Flash
glitch
Boy.
on the display.
Flash Boy needs to be careful here.
Motion's turn to look at Virality. Doesn't see him, but he's looking in that direction now. Still perfect health for NS.
Yep, looks like Kaiser is moving his way up to possibly get cap pressure.
Now I'm
He's
waiting
more-
for it. I haven't, obviously he hasn't connected yet. We have a thing in TLP that we sometimes do. Big Pump started it. When every time you load a tank, play a tank that can hit over 1,000, and you hit one of those big numbers, he just likes to yell out Yahtzee because he calls it the Yahtzee numbers are hitting the board.
There you go.
Because you never know what RNG is gonna roll you sometimes.
3 minutes left.
At this point, I think AM's more playing for a draw.
Yeah,
They know they're
NS
definitely lacking in hit points
And
compared
will
to
They
NS.
continue to
might,
pick
they
away
might
at him.
try something on cap though.
When it gets down to like the last 90 seconds or so, we'll probably see a big push.
Yes,
Try to get kills
exactly.
on the board.
All it takes
Question
is
is, where
one
is
kill.
that push gonna be?
1 kill or a capture point.
NS is still really spread out though.
I don't think either team is capable of capping out at this point. No one owns.
Well, I'm
cap
trying to
control.
see if NS could put some tanks on the flank without motion seeing them, but there actually is behind that little rock, but interesting. Let's wait for the last 90 seconds.
Well, if any tanks hop on cap, Tweaky will see them if they're further back. But if they're behind the rocks, then Insif will be able to put shots in. So capping might be a struggle for NS at this point.
Yeah, time is too late now. It's not gonna be a
Yeah.
cap out.
We might have a draw here.
Both teams probably sitting there to themselves, knowing that this is going to a draw. You know what happens, Kellen? You've got the experience being in the battle. What's being said right now? Shot caller's probably telling everyone to keep their heads down.
Yeah, you just
No,
don't want to
look
be
at
the
this.
one person that gives the, draw a second chance up for your team.
NS is gonna make a move here. Will they? All he's gotta do is, oh, he's not gonna do it. He's vulnerable. Oh, he's gonna go down. Joker goes down. Now they have to push and finish off Willows. And look at that E100 sitting there waiting for his shot.
Oh, I missed it too.
Oh, and
Can they get Willows?
Rolls.
no, if he closes, yep.
Down goes
he moves
Willows.
up. 20. Oh,
Wow,
there's
yeah,
half
see
of
numbers
virality
hitting
cells.
on virality.
13 seconds. Can they focus somebody else down, or is time out? Will Incisive reload before it hits 0?
No,
Nope.
he does not.
I almost
Man.
thought NS was going to choke that one.
Oh, wow. I
That
missed
looked
what happened.
really sketchy.
That is the lowest scoring game I think I've ever seen from these two.
Well, we have a replay.
Yes, we do. Everybody stays on the same side.
4 people doing 0 damage from AM side and 2 people from NS side doing 0 damage.
Yep.
All
I'm
right,
doing
so
the. Oh, go ahead.
NS on the left in red, coming out with an Object 140, 2 Bad Chats, 2 IS-7s, a Chieftain, and a 113.
So I've done
Oh,
about
yeah,
140,000 experience on my RU-251.
Oh, what a
24
great
hours.
tank. What a great tank.
AM's coming out with an STRV instead of the YAG 100.
Yak
A
Panzer.
T100, 2 Bat Chats, an IS-7, a Chieftain, and a 113.
Ooh, Incisive
Oh,
gets
motion gets
hammered.
punished.
NS has been waiting for him every time on this map to crest that middle, and they finally made him pay.
Oh, do we have another train? No, we don't. Maybe? No.
Interesting position for Magna in the Stritzwagen. I haven't seen that one used before. There's no real hard cover there. It's just distance, and it's got a clear line
Basically,
of
no
sight.
reloads.
It's just a great shooting position as long as he doesn't get spotted.
He's counting on that.
Joker's is moving in pretty far, though. He might see him.
Joker's is about to get shot. Magna's just patiently waiting for him to stop.
He disengages siege mode, and he's going to reverse out
Yep.
of there, literally.
He decided that was a little too much. I love how they can go so fast in reverse like that.
Was he in reverse?
Yep. The
Wow.
STRV. In real life, that tank, I watched a little mini 5-minute documentary on that tank, and in real life, what happens is the driver literally spins his chair around backwards, and he's got a steering wheel on the front and the back of the tank.
Yep.
Wow.
It's an awesome design.
When he wants to retreat, he just spins around in his chair and drives the controls on the other side of the tank.
Well, that was their tactical doctrine, right? They figured if they were in a war, it was going to be the Russians, and the Russians would come with superior numbers, and they would use it to ambush, take out the first rank, and then fall back to the next position at full speed.
Wait, I'm cutting you for a second, Pat. We might have some shots from Jokers in the back. He might catch motion. Oh no, he's getting cover.
He's got a little bit of hill cover. That's a very flat tank.
Yes, it is.
Motion's
Ooh, a couple of dodge shots there. Another one.
I heard Magna engaging siege mode again.
Yes, he did get a shot off before he ducked back down. He got spotted when he shot.
So AM is regrouping here in the H2 square.
Slight HP advantage for NS.
Yes,
Not
again,
much.
NS has taken the early shots.
Cruise and APCR on the far side of the map, though, with Parco doing cap pressure.
And Parco is now spotted, so they know who it is and where they are. Although they pretty well suspected where the location was already.
Once the cap circle starts wailing and you don't see him, you know he's on that little slope backside of the cap.
Well, the Chieftain is a perfect tank for resetting that cap because it can load Hesh, and that will put a couple of points of damage on the IS-7 even if it's a non-pen. Well, looks like NS is loading up that right side. Wonder if they're going to try and push down the 9 line.
Parker
EK
is still in the
walking
cap.
out. EK is kind of exposed over there.
Okay, by himself in the ditch over here, looking for some shots.
Looks like Magna's gonna boost back up into the F1 spot.
Yep, they did the
Up on
boost
top of
from
the
the
map.
other side.
At least
Is it-
trying.
Did Parker get it? Parker got an HE, I believe. I think he lost some HP there.
Looks like they've given up on the boost. Nope, they're going to do one more attempt, and Cruz is going to push full speed to give it the final little nudge.
Oh, they got a long ways to go.
Motion
Oh
getting
my
in.
goodness. It's just not gonna, it's just too much. from
No,
that side.
because Magna's getting up on
Yeah,
top of
upended.
Tweaky. And
Yeah. The shape of the back end is just not helping.
if they push
World
them,
of
if they push
Trains.
them backwards, it might have worked, I think.
That's an interesting idea. They could probably do. That's going to be their next try.
Next season, maybe.
Oh, they're trying a different tank.
But they're actually trying to.
No.
Oh, this time is
Yeah.
in.
Oh,
There
Yeah.
it goes.
and he's up.
They needed the horsepower at the rear of the
Now
train.
Julius has to watch. Got to be careful.
Now, I'm
Genuine-
surprised nothing has happened during this whole thing. We're sitting here watching them push, and Parco's
Yeah.
remained on the cap the whole
thought-
time.
I thought they were going to go down the 9 line and backing off. That would have been a perfect opportunity to catch a couple guys out. Okay, there's Magna spotted.
Now, did they
Right
detect Gulius there?
No, he has not.
So,
Julius and Genuine are both hidden. Oh, there we go. Magna and Gulius have spotted each other.
Magna can't turn to shoot at Gulius, though, because he's being shot already. So he's up there. Got a lot of cover. Won't be able to get him down. But I don't know if he'll be able to get shots from up there safely.
AM are preparing something.
Yeah, now that they got Magna covering the backside, they're going around to the other side. So the counter to this, I think, is once you know somebody's up there, if you know the enemy team is going for a push somewhere else in the battlefield, boost your own guy up there.
I don't think they have enough players though to be able to do that.
Hmm.
And if they did, the STRV's gonna be able to win 1v1 against like a bat chat because
Yeah, you're probably right, because its frontal
Yeah.
armor will stop a bat chat.
exactly won't be able to overmatch.
So both teams kind of stalemated out again. Just over just over 2 minutes to go. And NS has stopped the cap here at 1 minute and 37 seconds.
Hmm.
Marco spent his entire game basically just up, back and forth on that edge of the line.
The tanks that can overmatch Magna, though, if they can spot them, can really deal some damage. He's trying to get a hit on Daddy Rev, but Daddy's got to be
Right.
careful he doesn't back up too much. If he sticks his butt out from behind that rock, the Stritzwagen can put a round into it.
Boozler
just
and
tried.
Virality look like they're trying to get into a position to get shots on, but Cruz, motion, detected him. Jokers is joining Boozler and Virality now, though. So they're squaring off across from each other on the 0 side of the map at this point.
A minute left. Who's going to make the decision to push, and where are they going to push? NS has the advantage. They can get 6 tanks against, or 7 tanks against 6 if they just go for it.
If they do
NS
push
drops
Parker,
to the
though,
back
Yep, here they
down
come.
the ditch.
Yep, they're coming down the ditch exactly. They're going to take out Mr. APCCR and Parco.
Will the STRV have clean shots?
Incisive is spotted, so is Virality. EK. 29 seconds. It's all or
29
nothing at this
seconds.
point, guys.
looks like it's going to be another draw, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I don't
no
think.
Y'all got the cold feet at the last second. EK finally takes a hit.
Motion's the one that they're gonna try and hit. He's gonna hide behind that hill.
And that's a draw.
Yep. And here we go again.
Round 3 of the same thing. Let's go.
Well, should I? We've had the replay code going for a while now. This is the 4th code. You said we had 5 codes to give out, so if I would say let's just keep rolling that exclamation replay before we get to the next code. So just keep
That sounds fine.
just keep rolling. That exclamation replay is the keyword right now. So get your keyword into the chat. That game here, a lot of zeros. I think that's even more zeros than the first replay we had.
They broke last game's record as the least damage for each team. How low can you go?
Well, AM is looking to tie the series up at three rounds, and NS does not want that to happen. So this is a very crucial point in the series.
It is.
Game 6 is a huge game numbers wise, because I mean, you either tie the series or you basically put it in a position where you're up 4-2. So
Yep. You never want to be in a position where the enemy only has to win one more, because then that means you lose that flexibility to be able to take any risks. You have any kind of cushion.
So
I mean, it's 2018. Who sleeps these days? It's like,
Spoken by somebody
honestly.
who's young still.
Well, what were you talking about? Aren't you 22, Pat?
I wish I could sleep.
I'm 22 times 2 with a little extra icing on it.
Yeah, it's midnight for me. I know for someone like Flashboy lives in UAE, I believe, Qatar or something. That's really late for him. APCR in Sweden.
Ooh, Flashboy gets hit,
Motion
peeks a
fans.
little too aggressively and pays for it. So far, every round on Sand River, I think AM has taken damage really early in the game. And
They're taking the first damage every time. Yep, you're right.
Any boost this time? I think we have a boost from Parker. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Too heavy for 2 bad shots.
no, they're just giving him a speed boost to get around the map real quickly. Motion and Tweaky both detected. Motion in an IS-7 this time. He's been playing the T100 most rounds. What I've noticed.
APCR getting hit.
Magna, though, down to half health. Not his game plan for the beginning of this match.
Yeah, that's never a good option.
And he's still getting detected by jokers, it seems. What's this?
Sure. So here's an off topic. How many of you guys have eaten at Chick-fil-A before?
I mean, I live in
Definitely.
France, so
They're
no
not
Chick-fil-A
in
here.
Europe yet.
No Chick-fil-A in
So,
Canada either.
Really? Okay. Well, they just recently came to our Seattle, and I went to our local one for the first time, and I gotta say, hands down, it is the best chicken sandwich I've ever had.
people are going to
Can't
stop
agree
believing.
more.
And it's not even
People are gonna-
close.
People
My
would think we're sponsored by Chick-fil-A, but no, trust me, we're not.
my mom goes down to Florida. You know, the typical Canadian snowbird. She goes down to Florida every winter, and she talks about Chick-fil-A being her, you know, that and Cracker Barrel are her two favorite places to go. I don't know.
Don't
Never
blame
been to
her.
either.
Now that I've been there, I must admit I was completely blown away by how good their chicken was.
The only thing I knew about Chick-fil-A until she told me one of her favorite restaurants was it's in a, I think it's a Brad Paisley song. Mentions it.
Man, I'm trying to think. How did I came to your mind? Did it hit you that hard?
No,
Was it that good?
it was my wife just mentioned it. It was in the background, and I was like, oh yeah.
I am hungry
She
now.
asked me if
Thanks,
she
Brad.
asked me if I wanted to do that for dinner tonight, and I'm like, yeah, sounds great.
Sissif,
Yeah, we don't
Ocean,
have-
and Mr. APCR both in their IS-7s creeping up from the ditch here. We don't see anyone on the backside of that cap circle this time around. We've got AM has
yet, anyway.
positioned a little farther north on the map than usual for this side of the map.
Yeah, AM is pretty well gathered there on that northwest corner. Are they going to make a push out of it? That's the question. Or are they hoping one of those bat chats will try and nose in, and then they can maybe get them in a trap?
The only thing that I'm scared of on this round is another replay, but
Oh, NS takes damage. Jokers took a big one.
Again,
Toby
NS
takes
is
damage?
staying full health very late into this game. Halfway through this match, less than 5 minutes left, and they still have full health. Oh, Jokers gets
No
hit.
Jokers, yeah.
How did he get hit so far back?
Parko blind shot him. And he just did again, but he missed. He knows the positions.
Tie this.
Yeah, see, Gulius is blind shotting into the usual positions as well. They're just fishing. What the
Got a
heck
lot
you
of
got
weird
in the
noises going on,
background there?
Ruskif.
what did you say?
Said you've got a lot of weird noises going on in the background.
Do I?
What?
Oh yeah, I
Yourself.
do actually. From Google, my bad. Sorry, my internet. I was checking if everything was good with the noise on my stream because I had some issues on the first one, but looks like we're fine.
Joker's rotating around to meet up with Virality and Daddy Rev. So they've rotated to the 0 line, but AM is still over here on the northwest. A little bit different approach towards the cap by Mr. APCR than usual.
Well,
Everyone here testing testing the boundaries of our patience, and the viewers are tuning in. The players are patiently grabbing positions, and they're not gonna be the ones to lose this match. This is like we said, this is one of the most important rounds right here. Because it puts NS in a clinch position if they win it, and it brings it into a tie, basically a mini best-of-3 series if AM ties at 3.
Okay, I'm going to go on record right now. If this ends up a draw again, then the match after this will be determined. The next tiebreaker, I'll add a tiebreaker, and it will simply be most damage done.
Now, are you
So-
going to do? How would you do that?
Just calculate at the
Just
end.
straight damage dealt, because
Straight
that's
damage
kind of
dealt, yeah.
that's kind of based, like the team that picks tanks with the most health is at a disadvantage.
No, well, it's first we count by kills, and then if the
Yeah,
same
I mean, that's,
Obviously.
team,
yeah,
you just
it
calculate.
becomes the next tiebreaker. So
But it's damage dealt by all tanks, dead, alive, everything.
total damage dealt. Well, I guess
Or damage
you're right.
received.
Damage dealt to surviving tanks would be the more, that way. Dead tanks are dead tanks, right? You get the kill credit for those. If the kills are even, then whoever has the most damage on the surviving tanks would make sense to me. Well, no, that's a hard. See, I'm going through the logistics of it, right? As the scorekeeper, it's easier just to look at the damage inflicted on the scoreboard than it is to actually go to each tank and add up how much health did they lose.
Well, how about we
So-
just put it this way: if there's a clear, obvious difference on the board at the top for damage, you'll use that. If it's too close, if it's like within 5% of each other
percentage.
up top, then maybe you need something else.
Well, that also depends by the whole hit points of the teams, because of the different tanks. You get more. I think we should just do like a classic one. Just do by more kills, or just do by more damage inflicted to the enemy.
Yeah, I think that's.
Might not need a tiebreaker this
let's
game.
just hope
NS
for
is
it.
pushing
and
really
that's
hard
pushing,
south.
Exactly.
29 seconds remaining now, though.
Oh, well, yeah. All right.
Well,
Didn't realize that.
I'm just going to do straight. We'll go by damage percent remaining, and then if that ends up even, we'll go by actual count the points of damage inflicted.
So the big bar at the top. So essentially, right now it would be NS winning.
Correct. Okay, so let me go ahead and tell the teams.
Okay, another 0-0 draw here. I'm gonna leave that code keyword.
Attempt number 4, I think. Maybe we'll have a winner, or we should have a winner this time.
No, I think this is
So
the
did they-
third.
Did they pick more heavy tanks as a result of the rule change? Doesn't it actually looks like they have the exact same lineup of each other. Look at that. Both
Call it out
teams-
there, Pat.
Oh.
Turn
Okay,
into
so
the
both
game
teams
first.
are running a pair of bat chats, 3 IS-7s, a chieftain, and a 1-1-3.
hey guys, since we're here, who's gonna win the NBA Finals for you?
What's that?
Who's gonna the NBA Finals? Who's gonna win the NBA Finals for you? Since we have to wait a little bit before we get some action, why don't I just talk about something else?
You do realize that the NHL playoffs are on right now? What's NBA?
I don't
What's
follow
NBA?
NHL.
What's sports ball? What?
Yeah, I don't want to start talking about basketball, please. Start saying
Wow,
some things
no one
I
watches
shouldn't say live
basketball
on the air.
really. Oh my god. Damn, that's sad.
Basically,
But
I'm
anyways.
just gonna say if I wanted to see freakishly tall human beings and
Okay.
acrobats, I'd go to the
Oh,
circus.
Willows.
AM takes first damage, which means now
Yep.
they're in the position of having to make it happen. And that they've been taking the first damage every one of these battles, so that's no surprise. They definitely scout more aggressively. But look at this. The teams are right up
Much.
close now.
Much different setup by both sides here.
Yep.
Well, NS has kind of gone to their same typical position that they have been doing, but AM definitely aggressively pushed into them, causing them to force push back.
Yep. I actually don't like being in that position that NS is in. You just yield all the angles to the enemy.
Look at Gulius though.
Yeah,
Might
Gulius is the
try
only one
something.
keeping him honest.
AM instantly backing up a little bit. They don't want to get clipped on the flank.
Jokers was able to get up. Oh no, he wasn't. Never mind. I was looking at that wrong. He's not up on that boost spot. Cruz gets hit. Doesn't take damage.
Ooh, Cruz might do something here.
Ooh.
It's coming on Daddy Rev. Might have a push. Yeah, we have
It's
some action,
on.
definitely. It's on.
Major push coming from both sides from AM.
No draw this time.
Ooh, ammo rack there on Kaiser.
Cruz caught fire,
Cruz
but it's
goes
still alive.
down.
Gulius is in a good position.
It's all in. AM loses Willows. Virality side. Kaiser's low on health. One more shot and he's down. There he goes.
Neck and
even
neck on
here.
hit points right here.
Yeah, NS still has
all-out
more
brawl.
health left, but it's close.
It's gonna be really
Ooh.
close. Motion goes down.
Ninja's
And remember, we have
getting focused.
Gulius.
It's evened up
We have
again.
Gulius almost loaded.
Yeah, NS has got the health advantages weighing in their favor more and more heavily down the pike here.
But at this point,
Here
it
comes
seems like Jokers is on a reload, and it gives AM the chance to clean up a couple tanks.
Yeah, that's right. Daddy Rev still has, well, he had full health until just then. Here comes Boozler.
Falco hits him. 416, that's a low roll for
Boozler
a
goes
nice
on a
7.
Julius Boozler goes on a reload.
Parko's a one shot. No, look, that low rolled only 383. From an IS-7, that's like unheard of.
Can APCR take out Daddy Rev? Yes, he does.
Yes, he did.
2 bad chats remain for NS.
Parko and Twicky are probably pretty easy kills, but Mr. APCR is still looking pretty good.
I don't know how many shots Jokers has left, but
We're going to find out. Does he have enough to finish off Tweaky?
One,
Looks like he will.
2.
Yep.
2.
And that was
He
it.
goes on a reload now, and that gives APCR the chance to push in on him.
Boy, get
Unless
out of the
he
way in
runs away.
time. Run away, run away. Over the edge, and he's, at least for a
Gulius
moment.
coming in.
Yep. This is a good finish. Alright, Gulius needs to wait until Jokers is ready. APCR, does he know? There we go. Alright, Jokers, get in there. He'll be
Free hit
reloaded
points
any
for
second.
Jokers.
2 shots from Booze. 3.
And
That's
there
it.
he goes.
Down
NS
with
takes
APCR.
it.
You know what's interesting? First 2 tanks who died on the AM side were bad chats. Only 2 tanks alive from NS side, 2 bad chats.
Yeah. Alright, and now we finally get to see the 4th map.
Tweaky, 12 for 12 for 12, getting 4,600 damage for AM. Not enough to carry his team into a victory over on NS's side. Daddy Rev and Julius Boozler just a few damage points shy of getting 4,000 damage.
Wait, Weasel, don't forget the overlays this time.
Yeah, well, we got to know what sides they're on. Because they get to choose, yeah, we get to choose a new map now, finally. The only problem with that kind of idea would be, you know, on bigger maps, it could pose a big...
Oh, definitely. When you get down to like 1v1 or 2v2, the site advantage. Ooh.
Could go back to WCL1 and have Corellia Assault be the tiebreaker. Can we do that again?
That
I
would be a
loved
way to
that.
do it as well.
Do a rock, paper, scissors in the chat.
All right, so we're loaded up here for round. This is officially round 7, despite all the reroll rounds. We've got AM on the left coming out with 3 E4s, a Bat Chat, an IS-7, 2 E100s, and NS on the right in blue coming out with an E4, a Bat Chat, an IS-7, a PZ-7, an FV-215B, an AMX-50B, and a 113. Wow, they don't even have 2 of any tanks the same.
Yeah, I noticed that.
NS is pushing for the victory here. One more round win for NS, and they take the championship of WCL3.
Oh, and they're going heavy in the open there.
Whose map choice was this? The record.
This was NS's map choice.
NS.
Excellent. So they want to clinch the win on NS.
Daddy Rev takes a big one.
K Games takes a big one. Flash Boy, the only one that's taken damage from AM. Kind of surprised to see Ruptured Ninja playing the Panzer 7. Got a nice spot for it though. Rear mounted side scraping down that lane. So it's clearly been chosen with an idea, with a
They're not
position in
very
mind.
good side scrapers though, because of the massive weak spot right below the turret. If anybody doesn't know about that weak spot, they should. It's kind of like the 215B. The way it's designed, there's a weak spot right below the turret as well, where the hull bulges out. Completely ruins its ability to side scrape against an enemy that knows the weak spot.
So Ruptured Ninja has like 5 big guns pointing down that lane at him.
Well, except they're not all pointing down the lane. They're just like stacked behind the building, waiting for their something to develop. Trades have gone pretty even. Look at Magna pushing up in those IS-7 there.
AM's grouping up together here.
Wondering how long it's going to be before Genuine brings his Bat Chat into play. Oh, here comes Willows.
Joker's patiently waiting on the tracks here.
Yep.
Doesn't really have any openings to move on.
At the moment, he's just making sure that they know where everybody is. Because anybody that comes across there, he'll spot.
Yeah, Willows can't sneak into the town. He's basically making sure they all
Kaiser
stay
just
there.
took... Yeah, Willow's got a couple shots on Kaiser. Jokers, is he going to come down now? Yeah, Jokers is moving. Virality's moving with him. It looks like they're going to do an auto loader flank move. Or not. I don't know.
Seems very patient yet again.
The damage is very equal.
AM does not want to throw this game. by making an aggressive push down the wrong flank. They're patiently waiting this out. The tiebreaker rule is back to normal re-rolling
Correct.
for now, right? Yeah. So they don't have to worry about being behind on the damage.
I'll use the same rule. I mean, I gave him 3 draws before I changed the rule on the last one, and so I think I'll use that as a rule of thumb. 3 strikes and you're out. If neither team can get a win in 3 tries, I'm gonna make it.
And you don't deserve to be a champion.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but
I'm joking, of course.
so that was a good move by Jokers to start cap pressure, forcing him to kind of reconsider. Somebody's got to go deal with it, and Virality's in position to punish whoever crosses that gap first. They're looking at it.
Surprised none of them are lit right now as they.
Here comes
reposition.
Willows. Virality spotted. They got a shot in. Ooh, big hit by Parko.
Low rolls him, by the way, 670
He
for an
did.
E4. That.
He did.
It's not a lot.
Yeah,
Here
I
comes
still
Willows.
don't think he's happy to have 670 health taken away from him.
Nope.
Oh, that's for sure. But it could have been worse, that's what I'm saying.
Joker's still sitting on cap. 2 minutes on the cap timer to go, so.
Virality is reload. Here comes Mr. APCR. They chased Joker out. Really even damage here. However, NS is kind of strung out now.
Yeah, Virality's not in a great spot. If he tries to leave that position, he's gonna get shot by most of AM.
Yeah, they're waiting. Parko's patiently waiting for him.
He's trapped, basically.
EK Games on the lowest health out of all the NS tanks.
Now, if Genuine were to swing around the backside, he'd probably get some nice little cheeky shots in. But
Virality's gonna try to make the run for it.
ooh, he
Gets
spotted.
spotted.
And he
Takes
got
another
punished.
big
Marco
hit.
hits him.
I think AM actually has the health lead now. Yep.
Very slightly. Ooh. Line shots being fired down the tracks. I thought they were actually aiming at genuine Jokers, but he was not lit. It was blind fires.
Oh, Mr. APCR might get shot right down the joint of the trains. He does.
He does. Ooh, Boozler hits him too.
Why? Ooh, he's getting worked over. 2 minutes.
Wow.
Well,
Thread
he's a
the
one
needle.
shot.
There's no way I could ever make a shot go that straight from a bad shot.
And he goes down. So AM now has to even up the kills or
Nice.
they are sunk.
Nice tag team work by Julius Boozler and Jokers there.
Yes, it was. Okay, looks like we got some close contact here between Kaiser and Rupture versus Cruz and Incisive.
Gotta keep an eye on Flashboy though. Oh, they do.
Yep.
Rupture turns and puts one in the Flashboy.
So NS is in command at the moment. Okay, here we go. Down the backside. Got a
Willow
back
trying
shot.
something.
Tweaky's backing him up. Jokers is getting punished. Virality's low on health, and here comes Tweaky. Virality could go down here really quick.
Unless he turns in time.
Oh,
what he does.
Tweaky misses.
Tweaky
Willow
misses.
gets fracked.
Oh! Willows
What
gets
What
punished.
happened
and
there,
Tweaky-
Tweaky?
Tweaky's a one-shot now. But Virality went down. Well,
Jokers is on
he's
reloading.
Julius is
reloading.
coming in.
Julius has him. Yep, Julius took him out. Good shot,
Tweaky
Julius.
did manage to get that shot into Boozler before he went down, but it's
Okay,
just not
so
going to
NS
be
now
enough.
has a 2-tank lead.
3 tank lead. And this is
Kaiser
counting
is a
down the
one
20
shot.
seconds for the WCL3.
There goes Incisive.
We are 10 seconds away from crowning our champion, guys.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and Magna goes down. 4, 3, 2,
Can
1.
Parco live?
And Parco is the sole survivor. NS takes the championship of WCL Season 3. 5-2 with 3 replays. So took them 10 tries to get a 5-2 score. Great match, guys.
Great match.
Oh my goodness, this has been one long day. These have got to be the 2 longest series back to back we've ever streamed.
No, for sure.
Now, AM, despite being the number 1 seeded team coming into the playoffs, they've rolled all the way through into the finals. But NS, as the number 3 seed, I believe it was, coming into the playoffs, was able to take down AM in the finals.
Any post game interviews, Pat, like we used to do?
Oh, we don't have any lined up, no.
We don't have any. Okay.
If you'd like to invite somebody in, you're welcome to.
I'm gonna ask right now. It's midnight for me. Didn't see the time. Flying. So in the end, we got like what? How many? Let's say approximately 200 people watching the series
Something like
on
that.
Twitch, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty cool. Wargaming didn't host the finals, right? Only the bronze series.
Here comes Rupture. Thought I had him. There we go.
I can connect to it.
Rupture. Welcome.
True,
How-
Kaiser's the only one now to win the most tourneys, I think.
Do you hear me, Rupture?
Hold on.
Do you hear me? He's having technical issues.
Right. I have a poor Discord mic, so
All right, I hear
it's
you
just
just
my
fine.
phone.
It's okay. We hear you.
All right. So, how do you feel, Rupture?
Those were some close games, man.
Feel like you had a workout?
It was, yeah, we were really close.
What
Both
did you
teams, I feel like we're pretty close in skill, and we both had very interesting strats, and came down to a very focused match.
You'll have fun watching the replays. There were a couple of things that AM tried on a couple of the maps that you guys couldn't see.
There were
'cause
some interesting things that, yeah, I'm going to be interested to see where that Jaegeru ended up going. And pushed up there.
It took
That was
their
a little
whole team.
unorthodox.
Yep. You guys actually came
congrats.
really close to massacring them as they were doing that.
We
Yeah,
figured that we didn't have any of them spotted, so we just started going ham on that cross.
Cool.
He bounced a lot of
Crit.
shots, but yeah, a lot of crit.
Yep.
So, do
Very
you have
interesting.
anyone particular on your team that you felt really made the difference this season?
Genuine Jokers, our caller.
Yeah, he
Great
gets
caller as
excited a lot.
always.
Yeah, BR has told me about just how amazing he is as a caller.
Yep.
He's always
I
he's
feel
always
like-
calm.
I can't name anyone in particular. I think everyone on the roster did equally great. Everyone
Cool.
done their shots. Everyone played to their potential.
Did he
Are you-
sleep this time, Rupture?
I'm
Night
sorry,
before?
what?
Did Joker sleep the night before the game this time?
I don't know, man. It usually goes without it. So
So, now that you've won, let's see, let me go back here. You guys coming back from PG through 7F, you guys have won 2 of the 3 WCLs, and didn't you all win all 3 of the WCTs?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Team PG.
is Kaiser going to be changing his nickname here on Discord to ×5 champion?
I wouldn't doubt it.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciated having your team as part of our event. We appreciated that you guys put up such a great fight and such a great show of patient, careful play.
Yep.
Correct. Congratulations.
Great tournament as always.
And knock on wood,
Thank you.
hope to see you again at some point in the future. We'll just have to wait and see. There's a lot of what ifs between here and there, so I
Yep.
don't have anything to reveal at this time. But knock on wood, we'll be able to do this again at some point.
Certainly.
All right. Tell your team congrats and tell them to get their prize tank choices to me as soon as they can.
Will do.
All right. You take care, man.
Congratulations, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Congratulations, Ninja.
I believe we have Cruz, who's Sergeant Cruz, who's ready to also join. For, here he is.
Cruz, you're online. You're streaming. Everybody can hear you. Can you hear us?
Am I in?
You are
Yes.
on. There he was. Where did he go?
Well, good job, Cruz.
Somebody pull him back down.
There we go.
There we go. We had you for a second there and then lost you.
All right. Very faint.
So tell us, how was this for AM?
Oh, it was a long fought battle for sure. Like, we had connection issues with the party. There was that Ghost Town game. We went to game chat actually. But in terms of play style, we never faced this team before. Like, we've always faced up and adapted to that team.
Okay.
So after a few games, once we got to realize their gameplay, we try to execute the best counter. Because from what I saw in the point of view, they put their heavies in one position, then had like other tanks around for the bait. So we either had to counter that or to go just all in. So it was a bit of a mix-up. We needed to get vision and whatever. But all in all, I'm honestly happy with my guys coming out, making this team within like 72 hours. And then we made something out of nothing. You know, we hit finals for a new team. I am not disappointed, even if we got second, honestly.
Yeah, you guys did great. I remember before the season started, I think it was it Ace or Jokers, or I don't remember who it was. Somebody came to me and said, hey, we're going to form a team because if we don't, NS is just going to stomp everybody.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. And I was like, who's the best players I could get? And Ace, Legacy, and Coco were going to be on that roster, but sadly they had real life issues. They couldn't play. And so I just had to scramble up who I could get. And it's sad to say, but most of my players were EU. But then we picked NA server. So whenever we would go into those matches that were NA, we would be down in a disadvantage for lag, but our player skill would kind of one up us. But coming into this game, I feel like connection wasn't that much of an issue besides parties. It was definitely evenly matched.
Well, it was very entertaining watching you guys play all the way through. Coming from the same division that you guys were seeded into.
Yeah.
We came out of if you want to go all the way back to that first round of WCL for you guys where you faced my team, the Poppers, and we came out, we took 4 of your tanks, and there was a point during that match where we thought, you know, we're going to take this round. We're going to take this round.
Right.
And then RNG went bounce off the IS-7 that was one shot, bounce off the IS-7 that was one shot, bounce off the IS-7. We're like, no, we can't kill him. And then we went on reload, and you cleaned it, and you never looked back from there. You lost 4 tanks in that first round, and then you lost 1 for the rest of the season. Now, what happened in that first round? I've been sitting here mulling it over in my mind since, you know.
So with us, we're the type of team, right? We'll go into a game just like this one. We're the type of team that needs a warm-up. We need to play a couple games and then get our gears going. And that first game, I knew Poppers was in Wednesday night fights. We've seen them play, watched some of their gameplay. We knew it would be the challenging opponent from our group. But what we didn't realize is how aggressive Poppers was. And so we were playing a bit passive, just nonchalantly going through. The next thing you know, we're contesting for the cap. So, yeah.
Well, we're a team we're not a great team. We're a good team. We've got a lot of we've been around for a long time, and we knew that we didn't have the skill on you, and that was our game plan. It was get in their face right quick because we knew that you would have been the kind of team to play it out in a long, patient game, and you would have picked us apart in the long haul. So we, that was our game plan.
It worked though. It worked.
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
But. Congratulations on making the finals, and
thank you so much.
And a great season for WCL.
Cruz, I have a question before you go.
Yeah, I have a question as well.
Who came up with the idea to push a Yak Panzer?
Okay, so we're playing Sand River, right? We picked this map a couple of times to throw off NS. We're like, we're gonna pick this map in the finals, but what strat? When you see a Yak Panzer, what do you do? What do you think? Where would you put them? So that's what we wanted to play some mind games because we tested the Yag up there. Now, who thought of it? It was our caller, Magna Flash Boy. He's a crazy guy. He comes up with these crazy strats, looks at WGL games, just takes a little piece of this and this from each team and then develops these strats. We could have practiced it a little bit more, not gonna lie. But we boosted the Yak, and
that was big,
Go on.
Big heavy thing, so it's not easy to push and not easy to put up there. So
oh no,
I was surprised. I must say, I never see that. I never saw that coming.
Yep.
So my question for you, Cruz, I had to make a call there about the streamers were getting a little bit itchy and
right.
Time constraints being what they are, I made a call. And how did you guys feel about that? I know I'm already getting some flack from people about changing the rules, but
I mean it's like from a player's perspective, of course we're going to be disappointed, but as a viewers, like you have 150 people watching this game, and it's NS pushes north, AM pushes south. We spot each other and then we go back and go back. It's like cat and mouse. We just go back and back and back. Yep. And that's the thing with Sand River, with the cap is right dead center. We like to play south. We feel like it's more flexible on south. There's more movement we could do. But once we had that rule in, we're like, okay, what does NS do so much? They push at D7. They just stick their heavies there for the crossfires once we go in. So we knew we had to take the fight to them. We were confident in going into that game. Obviously, it didn't work out for us. But in order for us to win that game, because we were down games, we had to pull that one up. So in order for us to win, we had to take the fight to them. So, I mean, it didn't affect us. It did move the whole series a bit. So I'm not 100% disappointed.
Well, I think you guys...
You can't say you're 100% happy with it either because it.
Oh no. I mean,
the round that put you behind.
I can understand it, but I don't agree with it. But I can totally understand it though.
Fair enough.
I mean, that's how competitions work. You win and you also lose, and you have to accept that.
We definitely it was definitely noted that it was a ruling needs to be put in place in the future for something there. So
Yeah.
Yep, you guys definitely took the record for the most replays of a single match in the entire playoff.
Very proudly on Sand River, yes.
Oh, anywhere. We didn't have anything that went that long. Anywhere.
I think we did actually, Pat.
On the same map, same sides. I'm not talking about over the course of the entire series.
Yeah, you might be right on that, but yeah.
We had a couple of one replays on it, but
let's say we haven't seen it often.
Yeah, it's not like season 2. Season 2 we had what was it, Immortals versus Rus or something like that. Yeah. I don't remember who it was, but it went on forever. But yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I made a point of making the rule change in between the matches so you guys would have a chance to adjust
Right, right. Yeah,
choices
because
and
it was
stuff
getting
going
pretty
on.
stagnant.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, great job, guys. Tell you guys to get their tank choices to me as soon as possible.
Yep, no problem.
And I'll get all that in.
Thank you, Cruz.
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys too for like hosting a WCL. I was like waiting for this. Coming out of Clan Wars, I was just hoping like something would go on in the summer because it was getting a bit stale, But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for all your effort, the streamers, everything. Like it was a nice event. Hopefully, we have some more in the future. Not gonna lie, but thank you guys again for having me. You'll see.
It could be a little thing in summer, but we'll see. Not from us, but it's just noise around. We'll see. The community will know.
Yep. Keep posted on the hub, and you'll see any in it.
And I definitely, I'd like to give a big thanks to Pat here for giving me the opportunity to stream this, Ruskov, to stream this here with me. I mean, it wasn't even supposed to be me streaming at all this weekend.
Same for me. I wasn't supposed to stream at all this whole tourney.
And we ended up landing this the biggest match of the year.
Yeah, definitely.
And just for even thinking of me, Pat, I thank you for that.
Thank you for being ready and willing.
And also,
that's the biggest part, man.
And thank you to the entire community because we didn't have much problems this season between teams. Everything was going fine.
Yeah. For the most part, this event was drama-free. There was,
exactly.
one issue with KMD. Of course, this last rule change issue, I'm sure, will be discussed at length. But that's I'm the admin. I have no problem accepting that on my shoulders. It is what it is.
You have to make some tough choices sometimes, and
yep.
We'll make sure if there's an event in the future.
Yeah, if you don't like it, you can run the next one.
That's just it. There's just so much work you've done here, Pat. And I got to thank a big shout out to you. I know you've got a lot of staff, and all the staff. It goes without saying. I can't name them all. Big shout out to you guys. I just literally show up and hold the camera. I didn't do any of this work, although it's me on the, the streamers are the ones that get seen. The big shout out goes to all the moderators and the staff behind the scenes, and Pat himself for putting all this together, and we a big hand for.
Pat, I think it's the first time you're alone, right? Because you're used to have TV on your side.
Oh yeah, we've always had a team before, so yeah.
So, all right, with that, I'm gonna end my stream, so you guys can take off, Dare A. And we'll catch you on my next stream. Catch me in a pub match. Catch me.
I'll catch you guys later.
Like
Thank you again so much.
No problem.
Right, take care, man.
See you guys.